high school sports fans, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of boys high school basketball, live from Lone Peak High School as the Knights take on the Judge Memorial Bulldogs. Tip goes to the Knights, dressed in the home whites, guarded by the Bulldogs, dressed in their road reds. Crew Fotheringham at the top of the key. Look to him to lead the Knights tonight in just about every category. The Knights' successful season so far as we get a drive and an early bucket there from Camden Broadhead. As I mentioned, successful season so far for the Knights, 10-8 overall, 2-2 in region, 4-1 at home. For the visiting Judge Bulldogs, it'll be about trying to get back to business after a loss last night to the LCA Eagles. The Bulldogs 5-13 on the season, 4-4 in region, 2-4 on the road. We see a foul called. Ball inbounds from underneath the basket. 2-0 the score here early in the first quarter. Inbound tied up, jump ball called, and that will go to the Bulldogs. And they'll inbound from the baseline again. For Judge, look for Ayman Ishmael to lead the Bulldogs tonight. He is scoring 18.6 points a game. That is him right there on the wing with the basketball. Dribble penetration, and he's called for the carry. Turnover to the Knights. The Lone Peak team likes to run, average 64 points a game. You see neither team exhibits extreme length, so should be pretty competitive. See dribble top of the key inside, oop up to Broadhead, and that is good for another two. Camden Broadhead, 4 points early for the Knights. Miss on that. Knights push in transition from the right wing up and in. 2 points for Saxton Young. Early 6-point lead for the Knights, and the Bulldogs take a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching high school boys basketball on KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network. Back here from Lone Peak High School in Alpine, Utah, as the Knights jump out to an early 6-0 lead. With 6:32 here in the first quarter, I am Brian Brown. You are watching KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network broadcast of high school boys basketball here in the state of Utah. Judge brings the ball into the front court. They go down early 6-0 with a couple of turnovers. You see dribble penetration there from Boge, and that one lifts out, and Fotheringham quickly on the push. See Jaden Hughes with a dribble, probes on the wing, looks inside, picks it up, looks, searching, finds a man, works it back around to Fotheringham. Fotheringham back up to Hughes to reset the offense. Less than 10 seconds on the shot clock. 5, Hughes dribbles, looks, finds Fotheringham. He's running out of time, puts it up and off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound down to the Bulldogs as the horn sounds. The play continues. Back up top, around the horn, looks, over to Ishmael. He shoots and hits from deep. Ayman Ishmael for 3, and the Bulldogs are on the board. 6-3 here in the first quarter. Again, do not have a clock on the broadcast. We'll try and keep you updated with that as much as possible. 5:06 left to play here in the first quarter. Nice cut there down the lane. Dishes over to Broadhead. That one fumbled. Bulldogs pick it up, head out in transition, up, and bucket is good. +1 for Macer Boge in transition. Boge, a 6'6" senior, with a nice steal and push in transition. Gets the bucket plus the bonus. Quick substitution here for Lone Peak. as they go to the bench. Boj free throw up, no good. Rebound down to the Knights. Bergen into the front court. Over to Caton. Looking for a man up top. Probes back out onto the wing. Looking, waiting, dribble, handoff. Excuse me, no dribble on that, just the handoff. You see they look to restart the offense, deeply extended. Not much time on the shot clock. He dribbles, drives, throws up a pass, and a nice finish there by Wes Capel, able to get the deuce for the Knights. 8-5 the score. See, shot from the wing, no good, rims out, rebound down to Caton. He quickly pushes up into the front court, over into the corner. Back up top to Caton. Looks, dribbles to the left, hands off on the wing. Moves it back around top. See a lot of action outside the arc for the Knights early. And this length from Judge Memorial giving them a little bit of problem here. And Caton drives and kisses that one off the glass for 2 points despite the contact. Nice bucket there by Cole Caton. Judge advances quickly into the front court. Ishmael looks inside. Back out on the wing to Ishmael. Around the horn. And flip the offense. Quickly to the mid-range. He kicks out into the corner. Corner wing-ish extended. Back up top. Looks for the screen. Looks to dribble, drive, and puts it up and rims around and goes out. Rebound down to Caton. A nice attempt there by Macer Boj. Just not able to get the bucket to go. You see Coach Engel barking out orders there for the Lone Peak Knights. Offense has slowed down a little bit. They find Caton in the corner, and he hits for three! Cole Caton with a huge spark off the bench, and it's 13-5 Knights. 2:30 left to play here in the first quarter. See Boj penetrating. Backs down, dribbles inside, hooks around, gets a shot up, and drops it in. Nice little hook shot there. Macer Boj. 13-7 Knights. Lone Peak with the ball deeply extended. See Boj putting a lot of pressure up top here. Just hoping to try and create some turnovers there as they get a deflection. Nice job by Ishmael to knock that ball away, and very quickly Coach Engel brings in some of the starters to try and settle his squad down a little bit. Able to extend the lead, but it took a lot of time off the clock and a lot of possession for the Knights to do that. You see the length of the Bulldogs giving them some problem tonight. Inbound to Hughes, brings it to the right side. Backs in on the defender, he's looking inside, can't find a man, kicks it back up top to Broadbent. Excuse me, Crew Fotheringham fires from there, and that ball goes out of bounds and will stay with the Knights. Official signals to reset the shot clock, so the Knights will have a fresh 35 as they inbound from underneath the basket. Quick inbound, drives Saxon, misses. Rebound to the Bulldogs, quickly into the front court. Back out to Ishmael. He looks to initiate the offense. Cross-court pass into the corner, shot is up, and shot is good for A.J. Peak, the senior with the corner three. 13-10, the Bulldogs cut the lead to 3. 1:12 left on the clock, 24 seconds on the shot clock. Fotheringham with a yo-yo dribble. Dishes inside to Broadbent. No, too strong. Rebound down to the Bulldogs. Boj quickly pushes into the front court and takes it all the way for the deuce. 13-12, Bulldogs cut the lead to 1 with under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Hughes dribbles right, behind the back, looks inside, tries to find a man, finds Young. Young puts it up from 3, bounces off the rim, no good. And that one is tipped out of bounds. It'll go to the Bulldogs with 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. 35 seconds on the shot clock. We expect the Bulldogs to take this as far down as they can. You see Coach Sanjin Kolovrat instructing his crew. Trying to get a lead would be critical for this Judge Bulldog basketball team. So working around, that ball tipped, knocked out of bounds. Still plenty of time on the shot clock, 18 seconds. 19.1 on the game clock. As you can possibly hear Coach Kolovrat barking out instructions. Peek inbounds to Ishmael. Ishmael behind the back. It's caught a little bit extended. Now resets. Only 10 seconds on the shot clock. Judge will need to go. Ishmael one-on-one, loses the dribble, picks it back up. Dribbles around a man, stops, pops from 3. That is up and no good. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Exciting first quarter of action here from Lone Peak as the Knights lead the Judge Memorial Bulldogs by a score of 13-12. You're watching boys high school basketball here on KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back to Lone Peak High School here in Alpine, Utah. I am Brian Brown, and this is the KSL Sports and Rewind Sports Network broadcast of boys high school basketball as the Lone Peak Knights welcome in the Judge Memorial Bulldogs. The Knights hold a 13-12 advantage after a quarter of play, but the news is Macer Boge leading all scorers with 6 early points. Boge, the senior, doing it on a variety of defense to offensive transitions. See how things go here in the second as teams have started to settle in. The 2 traditional powerhouses here in basketball in the state of Utah. 2 fantastic coaches, and Coach Izzy Engel and Coach Sanjin Kolovrat. Action underway. Hughes into the front court. Over to Young. Young quickly up, and the bucket goes down. Nice job by Lincoln Beck to get that one to go. Judge advances in the front court, 15-12, the score, Knights in the lead. Over to Ishmael from 3, that one rims around and finally bounces out. Rebound to Fotheringham, he clears quickly to Young. Saxon in the front court over to Hughes. Resets the offense at the top of the key. See Judge being willing to defend far away from the basket. See, that one's on the floor. As Beck tries to quickly turn and score on that one. No basket. Excuse me, on that one, Logan Brimhall, 32. Quick inbound to Fotheringham, and he gets the bucket. Crew Fotheringham with 2. 17-12, Knights in the lead. I apologize to Logan Brimhall. Let's see, Boge with the ball, looks, bounces off his knee, straight in the hands of Ishmael. He dribbles, steps back, pops from 3. That one does not go. And Ishmael, the leading scorer for the Bulldogs, has not had an easy time of getting shots to fall so far tonight. In the corner. Quick spin, nice move there by Broadhead, and Camden Broadhead gets the bucket and the foul. He'll have a chance to get 3 points the 2-shot way. Not a lot of fouls early on in this one. See, Broadhead will have a chance to complete the 3-point play. Up and good for the Knights. 20-12, Judge has not scored yet here in the second quarter. See, the Bulldogs have Not subbed a lot easier either as we swing around the horn. Looks inside. Finds a man he's doubled. Puts the shot up off the back of the rim. No good. Knights up the court to Fotheringham on the wing. Dribbles, looks, yo-yos. And Fotheringham gets called for the carry. That's 2 carries that we've seen so far tonight. Something that looks like our crew may have put an emphasis on early. So turnover goes to the Bulldogs. 20-12 the score. 6 minutes here in the second. You see Boge down low on the block. He's fouled before the shot goes up. Bulldogs will inbound from underneath along the baseline. Looking, finally finds a man. Shot is up, bounces around, and we have a wedgie here. Let's see, Kalu Root disappointed the shot doesn't fall. With the time possession, it goes back to the Knights. They'll inbounds, and it looks like Judge is going to, possession will be to the Bulldogs. Judge will look to inbounds. Quickly outside to Ishmael. He penetrates, spins, back out to John Anderson, who's checked in off the bench. He looks for Boge. Boge between the legs dribble, backs down, spins, puts the shot up, off the back of the rim, no good. Knights get the rebound. They look to clear quickly up into the front court, up ahead to Caton, and that one is no good. A lot of action underneath the basket there. As Cole Caton takes the ball to the hoop. He signals shot should count. I believe the foul may have been called before the shot went up. We'll see what the officials say here. You can see the athleticism of this Judge Bulldog team very apparent. Has not translated into wins as of recent. They had a close contest last night with the LCA Eagles, in which they lost. Again, mentioned they are 5-13 on the season. As we wait for the officials to figure this one out. Caton stands at the free throw line. Do not think they're going to take a look at this one replay, because replay does not exist at the high school level. So as we listen in for the explanation, the basket will count with basket interference, and there will be a foul assessed as well.
Basket counts for Cole Caton. Foul by number 3, John Anderson. Technical foul to number 1, Iman Ishmael.
The technical foul was assessed to Ishmael. Personal foul assessed to John Anderson. As we see, Caton hits the free throw. It's turning into a critical play here. You see Caton hits the first free throw. 2 for the technical. Hits the second. So now Lone Peak will inbounds with possession, a chance now up 25-12, a chance to really extend that lead, and that basket interference turns into an absolutely critical play. You can see, you might not be able to see it on the broadcast, but Coach Clovrat pleading with the officials. This case, that's ended up being a 7-point possession now as Crew Fotheringham spins and puts it in. 27-12 for the Knights. Again, Bulldogs have yet to score here in the second quarter. Ishmael penetrates and swings it out to Anderson for three, no good. Rebound fought for and secured. Foul is called on the floor as Root was able to get the rebound. Foul called on Jalen Hughes, just his first, Jaden Hughes. The Bulldogs will inbounds. So a critical occurrence there. Was Judge able to get the ball inbounds to Boj. Dribbles, looks for Ishmael, can't find him. Over to the wing, back to Ishmael. Ishmael up top to Anderson. Dribbles deep extended. So the defense really stretched out here for Lone Peak. Let's see if Judge can take advantage. Nice dish to Root, and he gets the bucket and the foul. Judge is finally on the board here in the second quarter. Root steps to the line to try and complete the three-point play.
Basket is good by Blue Road. Foul committed by number 2, Saxon Young.
Kalu Rote steps to the line, trying to complete the three-point play. And that off the back of the rim, no good. Knights with a rebound. 27-14, the score here with 4:25 left to play here in the second quarter. Young dribbles, swings it around. Over to Caton. Turnover called, and that'll be possession to the Bulldogs as the foul goes against Crew Fotheringham. We'll see if the Bulldogs can capitalize here after what was a interesting possession that led to 7 points for the Lone Peak Knights just 2 possessions ago. So Judge with the basketball. Dressed in the Road Reds. Ishmael, fancy dribble, penetrates, backs down the defender, looks, turns inside, and travels. And that one turns over to the Knights. Ishmael's had a hard time getting it going tonight. He leads the Bulldogs in scoring at 18.6 a game. Just 3 so far tonight. Quick penetration dribble. Inside, finds a man. Logan Brimhall gets the bucket to go, and he gets the foul. Nice dish and finish from the Knights, and Logan Brimhall will step to the line with a chance to get one more.
His first person, 15 foul. Logan Brimhall at the line.
Ball off the back of the iron, no good. Unfortunately, out of bounds as the Knight player is. You see Root checking his face a little bit. Looked like the ball may have bounced off of his nose, and never an easy thing when that happens. Ishmael dribbles in the front court, looks to initiate the action. Not a lot of motion here as he continues to dribble. Over to Root, up top to Boj. Boj swings it around to Anderson. Back to Boj, top of the key. He looks, finds a man inside, not able to corral it. And adding insult to injury, there is Kalu Root. As he fouls the Lone Peak defender, that'll be Kalu Rote. It's the 15th foul on the Judge Bulldogs. So Brimhall will step to the line shooting 2 here. This game was tightly contested going into the second quarter, and then what was an interesting sequence of events where a player was fouled, putting up a shot, and a Judge player slapped the backboard, led to a 7-point possession. The bucket was counted, technical was assessed, and a foul shot was assessed as well as Brimhall hits the first shot. 30-14 the score. 3:15 left here in the second quarter. Brimhall, second shot up. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound finally corralled by Ishmael. Judge slowly brings it up the court. Points have been a premium for them here in the second quarter. Finds Ishmael, top of the key, dribble penetration, he takes it down the lane, fancy work, and nice layup for Ishmael. Bulldogs get another 2-point bucket here, 30-16, though the Knights lead. Cole Caton yo-yo dribble, deeply extended, looking for some help, finds it. Back up top of the key, over to Saxon Young, finds Fotheringham. Fotheringham works it around the horn. Back to Fotheringham. He looks for Saxon Young, pops from deep, and banks it in! What a shot! Absolute money from Saxon Young as the shot clock was expiring. Holy cow. Ishmael quickly into the front court. He gets the ball back, kicks it over to Boge. Boge looks to try and match, dribbles inside, penetrates, puts the ball up. Nice floater for two from Monsieur Boge. 33-18 the score here, under 2 minutes to play in the second. Saxon Young putting all the pennies in the bank on that one. What a shot as the shot clock wound down. Fotheringham with a dribble, works over to Young. Young absolutely stymied there by Boge. Fotheringham on the wing, kicks it inside. Brimhall turns, kicks to the corner. Dribble back to Brimhall down low. He fakes and puts it up and in. Logan Brimhall with the beautiful shot, fake, and finish for two. 35-18 as Ishmael quickly advances into the front court. Boge brings it top of the key. Looks to direct the offense a little bit. Finds Ishmael in the corner. Not a lot of motion tonight from this Judge Bulldogs basketball team. See Boge working around, looking, finds a man on the wing. He dribble, penetrates, backs down, kicks back up top to the key. Over in the corner, or excuse me, wing extended. That shot is missed by John Anderson and rebound cleared by the Knights. Saxon Young advances, dribbles, falls to a knee, able to keep his dribble, but stand back up again. Over to the Fotheringham, who resets the offense. Fotheringham working, backing, steps back, ball up high, sends it inside, and that foul is called before the bucket on the floor, but Skylar Andreoli is going to step to the line and shoot two. Foul called on Kai Flickinger. Skylar shoots the first of two. Bulldogs in the penalty. He gets the first one to fall. 36-18, 24 seconds on the clock. Quick sub for the Knights. Under 30 seconds to play. Andreoli with a second of two. That one good as well. Crunch time foul shooting there from Skylar Andreoli as he hits both free throws with under 30 seconds to play, and the Knights take a 37-18 advantage into the final possession. Shot clock is off as Ishmael brings it into the front court. Swings it over into the wing, down low to Boge. He works, backs, spins, can't get it up, finally spins around and hooks it in. Nice, fancy footwork there by Monsieur Boge. And the Knights will play for the final shot. Saxon Young into the front court, puts it up off the back of the rim, no good. And that's how the second quarter of action will finish. As we go to halftime, the Lone Peak Knights lead 37-20 over the Judge Memorial Bulldogs. We'll take a break and we'll be back with second half action here on the KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network. You are watching boys high school basketball. Back to second half action. You are watching high school boys basketball here on the KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network as the Lone Peak Knights have taken possession to start the second half here. Dressed in their home whites, the Knights lead 37-20 over the Judge Bulldogs in what was a very fascinating first half. Back and forth game until midway through the second quarter when a 7-point possession allowed Lone Peak to extend the lead to double digits, and they have not looked back since then. Judge gets the rebound, looks inside. Monsieur Boge, he's leading the Bulldogs in scoring tonight. Nice pivot, has the ball knocked away, able to recover, kicks in the corner. Peak penetrates. And that one bounces around, and the Knights are able to secure. Saxon Young, yo-yo dribble, kicks to Fotheringham. Fotheringham to Hughes, rotates down low. Back in the corner, Young up for three. Rims around and out, no good. Ishmael clears the rebound, and he's fouled. Camden Broadhead with the foul call. Broadhead had a nice start to this one, had a couple early buckets to give the Knights the lead. And the Judges scrapped their way back into it, but the cold second half allowed the Knights to extend the advantage, and they currently lead 37-20. Ishmael with the three, no good. Rebound Boge, kicks back out, pops from three, and it's good! Three-pointer there from Maroc Quang. The Bulldogs are on the board here early on. 37-23 the score. Under 7 to play here in the third quarter. Oh my goodness, the alley-oop! Crew Fotheringham for the deuce. He does what Crew does best, creates a highlight play. Hopefully get these fans more involved. Ishmael, the dribble, pops from three. That one rims out, no good. He struggled a bit tonight from that. Rebound Boge, takes it inside. He draws the foul. This Lone Peak Knights team has a propensity for big-time highlights. Fotheringham delivers there on the alley-oop from Young. Sir Boge at the line, shooting two. A shot off the back of the iron, no good. Waits for the basketball. Second shot. Nothing but the bottom of the net there. And the Knights quickly into the front court. 39-24 the score, under 6 to play here in the third quarter. Hughes works from the corner. Up top to Fotheringham, dribbles, looks again. Seeks, penetrates, drives, a nice underhand scoop, not able to go. Rebound from Brimhall, bounces around, and Ishmael finally clears that one, pushes quickly into the front court. Dribble drive penetration, lays it inside the root. He puts it up and in for two. Nice bucket there by Rote. Quickly up ahead, and Rote knocks that one off. Judge player, and so Lone Peak will inbounds. Kalu Rote has had a nice game tonight. You see the nice inside finish. Able to get the bucket quickly inbounds. Brimhall shuffles the feet, turns that one over. See Brimhall struggling a little bit with the height there. This Judge team not extremely tall, but they are long and they are active defensively. You could see it bothering Brimhall a little bit there. He's had a fantastic night, though, so far tonight. 7 points already. See Rote over to Boge, pops from 3, long rebound to the Knights. Saxton Young, mishandles the dribble, but able to retain it. A little bit of a dangerous play. He resets the offense now with 24 seconds on the shot clock. Guarded by Ishmael. The wing, down low to Hughes. Hughes backs in, looks, swings up top. That one is going to go into the backcourt, all the way out of bounds. It'll be Judge basketball. Uncharacteristic turnover there from the Knights. They've done a great job so far tonight of taking care of the basketball. You see the Bulldogs slowly chipping away at that double-digit lead. It's down to 13 as they inbound from the baseline. Back to Boge. Looks to dribble up the court. That's going to be an offensive foul as he pushes off there. Nasir Boge with a turnover quickly goes back to the Knights. Judge did play a game last night against LCA. Legs may be a little bit wobbly tonight. Broadbent looks off the front of the iron. Rebound down to Judge. Ishmael smartly knocks the ball off Lone Peak player, and they'll reset it here with the inbounds. 32 seconds on the shot clock. Under 4 minutes to play. 39-26. Lone Peak leads it. We'll see what's going on here. Looks like Coach Kolovrat wanted to make a substitution. But instead, the Lone Peak Knights will sub in Cole Caton. Caton had a great first half off the bench, providing a nice spark. 13 points. See that one tied up. Foul called on Camden Broadhead. Just his second. Only the third team foul on the Knights. Again, once you get to 5, it is full penalty. So the officials stop play to reset the shot clock. And Ishmael will inbound again. Quickly into Peak, back to Ishmael. Finds Boge. Dribbles, back up to Ishmael. Foul called. That's another foul on Broadhead. That'll be his third, 4th team foul now. So next one will be shots for the Bulldogs as they inbound from the baseline. Looking for Boge, quick dribble, up, floats it, no good. Rebound down to the Knights. Saxon Young advances the ball. He's defended by Boge. Pressure applied. Nice fake by Fotheringham. He dishes down low to Broadhead. He draws the foul there. So he'll go to the line. Rote called for the foul for the Bulldogs. Camden Broadhead will shoot 2. First one up and good. Nice stroke there. As the Knights pull ahead 40-26, pending one more free throw. 3:20 left to play here in the third quarter. Second one off the front of the iron, no good. Judge clears the rebound. down 14. They've been down as many as 17 in the third quarter. Ishmael penetrates, kisses it off the glass, and good. Beautiful drive and finish from Ayman Ishmael. Gets the bucket. 40-28. Under 3 to go. Hughes with the dribble. Swings it over to Fotheringham. Penetrates. Steps back and hits. Beautiful step back jumper from Crew Fotheringham. 42-28. Knights go ahead. Judge works the offense. Ishmael takes the handoff. Dribbles on the wing, pops from 3. That is good. Rainbow three-point jumper as Ayman Ishmael starting to heat up here for the Bulldogs in the third quarter. 42-31 the score. Young dribbles over to Hughes. Looks to penetrate, has the ball knocked away, back to Young. Penetration dribble goes up with the right hand and kisses it off the glass and in. Beautiful drive from Saxon Young. Judge quickly up into the corner, up from 3, no good. That one cleared by Fotheringham and bring it up himself, no. Dishes to Young. Young on the wing. Crisscross dribble, backs it out, sets up the offense. Takes the pick from Fotheringham. Fotheringham on the wing extended. Steps back, shoots from 3, that is blocked. They wrote. Ishmael quickly into the front court. Takes it down the lane and finishes nicely with the left hand. Ayman Ishmael is on fire. Gets the bucket to go for the Bulldogs, and that'll be a timeout for the Lone Peak Knights. You are watching high school basketball here on the KSL Sports Network and Rewind Sports Network. Back here from Lone Peak High School, you are watching boys high school basketball tonight on the KSL Sports and Rewind Sports Networks. The Lone Peak Knights lead 44-33 coming out of the timeout, but it has been all Ayman Ishmael here in the third quarter as he's exploded for 7 quick buckets to close that gap from 17 to 11. Fotheringham bangs down low, puts it off the glass, no good, but foul is called, and Crew Fotheringham will step to the line. AJ Peak called for the foul. Crew steps to the line, shooting 2. Bulldogs 3 team fouls, Knights 4. So neither team in the penalty just yet. First shot up and good for Fotheringham. If you missed it earlier, Fotheringham with a highlight alley-oop midway through the third quarter. He's just a junior. The second shot rims around and goes out. Knights secure the rebound and foul is called.
Foul committed by number 30, Iraq Cohen. His second personal, 14th foul.
Iraq Cohen called for the foul. And Skylar Andrioli will step to the line for 2. First up and good. Andrioli with 3 points tonight, all from the free throw line. He'll have one more. And rims around and out and rebound down to Ishmael for the Bulldogs. He presses into the court, slows it up a little bit, crosses the half-court line. Back and forth dribble, waits for the action, over the key, and tries to go inside the lane. He's tripped and fouled on that one. Saxon Young picks up the foul. That'll be 5 team fouls for the Knights. And so Judge is in the penalty. Ishmael will shoot 2. 1:01 left to play in the third as Ishmael puts the first one up and in. He has come alive here in the third quarter, leads the Bulldogs in scoring at 18.6 a game. Second shot up and good as well. He's He's almost double digits here in the third quarter alone. 14 on the game. Knights work the possession. Coach Engel out there directing traffic. Saxon Young looks, dribbles, drives, puts it up, off the glass, and good! Nice finish from Saxon Young for 2 points. 48-35, under a minute to play. 33 seconds on the clock as Ishmael dribbles up top of the key. Guarded there by Young. A bit of a back and forth developing between those two. Ishmael looking for help, finds it. Down low to Rote. He's fouled. So Kalu Rote will go to the line shooting 2. 48-35, 18 seconds left to play here in the third. First shot up and good for Rote. 48-36 as we reach the end of the third quarter here. Only 18 seconds left to play. Second shot from Root, up and good. Kalu Rote, back-to-back free throws. 48-37, the score. Knights look to play for the final possession here in the third. Hughes with the dribble, over the wing, takes to the corner. Looks to dish outside to Young, and that is well outside. Hughes is saying that his arm was bummed. Given the nature of the miss, he may have a little bit of evidence behind it. Nevertheless, Judge will inbounds here with 2.3 left to play in the third. Inbounds Rote to Boge. He puts it up well off the mark, and that's how the third quarter will end. As the Judge Bulldogs fight back into this one, but the Lone Peak Knights lead at 48-37. You're watching high school basketball here on KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back to Lone Peak High School. You're watching boys high school basketball here on KSL Sports and the KSL Sports Rewind Network. I am Brian Brown. You are watching the fourth quarter action between the Lone Peak Knights and the Judge Bulldogs as the Knights lead 48-37 entering the final period. Bulldogs will inbound from the center court line. What's been a back and forth game that was blown open by the Knights in the second quarter. Judge has fought their way back from what was a 17-point deficit at halftime, down just 11. Inside to Boge, as he puts that up and short, no good. Knights look to clear quickly. Up to Young, he dribbles down, drives, no basket. The foul occurred on the floor beforehand. It'll be the first team foul of the quarter for the Bulldogs. It will not be a shot foul, and so Lone Peak will inbounds. Coach Izzy Engel pleads his case to the officials for continuation. Don't think he's going to get it. That turnover as Saxon Young carries the basketball. It's been a point of emphasis for this crew both ways. He's getting a little loose with the handles. So the Bulldogs will look to capitalize on the turnover, down 48-37. Lyman Ishmael with the basketball. He's been electric in the third quarter. Mr. Boge looks to dribble drive, and he stumbles and loses the ball out of bounds. The Bulldogs will retain possession, however. The first half, it was Boge who led the way for the Bulldogs. In the second half, it's been Ishmael who's taken over. He looks for a deep three-pointer off the back of the iron. Rebound, Crew Fotheringham. And Fotheringham clears into the front court. Fotheringham, an interesting prospect, 6'8" junior. You can see well capable of handling the basketball. Dribble drives, kicks out to Hughes in the corner, on the wing, no good. Rebound down to the Bulldogs. They clear quickly. Ishmael into the front court. Here we go. Dishes to Boj. Boj inside, puts it up, and he's fouled. Go to the line, shooting 2. Highly athletic Judge basketball team. Anytime they can get into fast break action, potential for highlights is high. Not to be outdone, this Lone Peak team capable of the big highlights as well. Crew Fotheringham with a nice alley-oop in the third quarter. Boj steps to the line, shooting 2. First shot up and rattles around and out. No good. 48-37 the score, 6:51 on the clock. Boj, second of 2 free throws, missed the first. And that'll be a lane violation as Ishmael bailed early on that one. So Boj will not get the shot attempt on that one. Hughes quickly into the front court. Left-hand dribble. Running the wing. Finds Young up top of the key. Young looks, fakes, dribbles, drives, penetrates, steps back, puts it up. Front of the iron, no good. Rebound Boj. He looks to clear. Calls for the Ishmael up top. Ishmael resets the possession. Look to work around the horn, finds, bobbled out of bounds is Kai Flickinger. That'll be a turnover for the Bulldogs here. And we'll have a quick substitution. John Anderson checks in for Ayman Ishmael. Ishmael had a fantastic third quarter. They're trying and pull the Bulldogs closer. We'll see what they're able to do with him on the bench. Have to defend, though. Jaden Hughes has been electric tonight. Finds Broadhead down low. Not able to get that one to go. Uncharacteristic miss there from Camden Broadhead. Into the front court. Boj dribbles, drives, puts it up, bounces around, and gets it to go down. Nasir Boj with 2. The Knights flip the court quickly. Saxon Young dribbles, drives, steps back. He's lethal from there. Not able to get it to go, but rebound down to Broadhead. Back to Young. Young flips it up top to Hughes. And we'll get a timeout here by the Knights. We'll take it with them. You're watching boys high school basketball here on KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network. Here for fourth quarter action from Lone Peak High School as the Knights inbound. They're taking on the Judge Bulldogs, leading 48-39 in the fourth quarter. Saxon Young with the basketball, left-hand dribble, backs it out. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Hughes to Broad, down low to Fotheringham, turnaround shot up and off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound to Boj, and Judge looks to capitalize on the miss. 48-39 the score. Judge has fought back from a 17-point halftime lead, mostly on the back of Ayman Ishmael. Finds Rote down low, and he gets the shot to go. Nice bucket there from for Kalu Rote. 48-41. Hughes with the crossover dribble, picks it up. Looks for Brimhall, and that one's knocked away. The energy has increased on the part of the Bulldogs. After a little bit of a slow start. Early was a back and forth game for the most part. Blown open by the Knights on a 7-point possession. After a foul, a goaltend, a technical foul, and another bucket allowed the Knights to take a big lead. The Bulldogs have slowly chipped away at it since. Young, top of the key. Right-hand side, dishes to Fotheringham, who lays it in off the big feed. much needed bucket there for the Knights. 50-41 the score. Ishmael with the ball. Makes it out, defended by Hughes. Takes it down the lane, stops, kicks it back out up top. Anderson back to Ishmael. Let's see. Coach Kolovrat takes a, oh, excuse me, foul called. A foul on Logan Brimhall. That's his 4th foul. Brimhall had a pretty solid first half. A little bit of a struggle here in the second. So 2 team fouls on the Knights. Judge still not in the bonus. They'll inbound from the baseline. Looks for Ishmael. Deep back in the big court to Boge. Backcourt to Boge. He brings it back in the front court. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Ishmael with a dribble, pops from deep and misses everything on that one. That goes out of bounds, and Knights will get the ball. Judge with a full court press here, trying to create some turnovers as clock becoming an issue. Under 4 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter, down 9. Saxon Young into the front court. Fotheringham on the wing. Looks for Brimhall, gets him, top of the key. Swings over to Hughes. Back to Young, they'll reset the offense. Fotheringham controls, dribbles. Under 10 on the shot clock. Fotheringham, left-hand dribble, drives. Foul is called on the floor. Foul called on A.J. Peak. That'll allow the Knights to work with a fresh shot clock. Under 3 to play, up 9, 50-41. Inbound to Fotheringham. He shoots from 3, off the iron, no good. Rebound, Brimhall. Back over to Young, down low to Broadhead. He puts it up, he's fouled and gets the finish. Big bucket from Camden Broadhead as he gets the floater and goes to the line for one more. A much needed bucket for the Knights. Broadhead delivers.
Broadhead shoots 1 for the Knights.
Free throws up and good. The 3-point play for the Knights gives them a 53-41 lead under 3 minutes to play. Ishmael quickly into the front court, down to Rote. Rote up top to Boge. Boge shoots from 3, and that is front of the iron, no good. Rebound down to the Knights. Saxon Young looks to push. Quickly into the front court, puts it up. Shot no good. Rebound fought for. Finally controlled by the Bulldogs, and they'll push quickly into the front court. Ishmael finds a man on the wing. It's up, no good. Shot is short. Ishmael gets the rebound. Back out up top. Anderson over to Peak. Peak flips it to Ishmael, who pops from 3 and hits it. Whoa! From deep. Iman Ishmael with a big 3-point bucket. Judge will take a timeout here. We'll take it with them. You're watching high school basketball here on the Rewind and KSL Sports Networks. Back here at Lone Peak High School for the final moments of Knights versus Bulldogs. Lone Peak leads 53-44, 2:08 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Bulldogs were down 17 points at one point in this ball game, have fought their way back. Single-digit deficit, primarily on the back of Iman Ishmael, who has 17 points. Just hit a big 3-pointer, cut that one back down to single digits. Knights inbound to Fotheringham. Pressure applied. The Crew brings it into the front court. Looks to be doubled. Finds Caton. Caton looks to kill as much clock as possible here. Over in the corner. Guarded there by Anderson. Deep away from the action. And Clock continues to tick here, under 10 on the shot clock. 4, 3, dribble from Caton, puts it up and off the glass and in. What a shot as the clock ticked down for Cole Caton. He gets the layup to go, and he'll step to the line for one more with the foul. Shot clock winding down, and Cole Caton delivers. Very well could be a death blow here to the Judge Memorial Bulldogs. 55-44, under a minute to play here. Excuse me, 1:33 left to play. And that'll be the mass substitution there for Coach Senjin Kolovrat as he sends in the backups here. With under 2 minutes to play. Caton looks to finish the three-point play, and he does. 56-44 after the tremendous play from Cole Caton. Just an impressive game overall from him. Provided a spark early in the second quarter. Finishes this one off with a big three-point play as shot up and well short. Looked like it was deflected, and Broadhead with the rebound. The Knights will look to dribble this one out. 12-point lead in hand. 1 minute to play. 20 seconds here on the shot clock. Saxon Young dribbling. Looks for Fotheringham, finds Hughes. Hughes penetrates, puts it up with the right hand and in. Pretty little move from Jaden Hughes for the Knights. 58-44, quickly into the front court for the Bulldogs. A nice floater there from John Anderson as he gets the bucket. It's on the board. 58-46, under 30 to play, and shot clock off. Crew Fotheringham will dribble this one out. It was a hard-fought, gritty basketball game for the most part. Knights able to hold on. They'll get the victory tonight. It was a fun matchup between two traditional powerhouses here in the state of Utah. That'll do it for tonight as the clock expires. The Lone Peak Knights secure the victory, 58-46. Fantastic team effort for the Knights. As you see the teams shaking hands there, half court. Able to hold off a tenacious Bulldog team. Fought until the very end. The Knights get a well-deserved victory tonight. See coaches shake hands here. Two staffs that know each other well. That'll be it for this one. Big win tonight for the Lone Peak Knights. They'll take this one. Final score 58-46. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. This has been Boys High School basketball broadcast on the KSL Sports and Rewind Sports Network. On behalf of our cameraman, Vincent Francis, and myself, Brian Brown, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time, folks.